welcome back, Homestead Homies. Today we're going to be talking about the roofing material. So this roofing material is called Ondura. They sell it at Lowe's, and you can also get it at Menards. If you get it at Menards, you can get this exclusive color called Midwest Green. That's the color we went with because that's the color of all of our tin structures roofs. It really matches the tin green on the tin, the barn tin. It matches it very well. Right now what I'm doing is installing the nails that come with the system. They are a coated, ribbed nail with a washer on the end that you run into each high point of the ribs. Another reason why you needed the purlins or runners on the rafters is so you can nail in this material so it keeps it secure in place. Now, one thing I've noticed is that compared to a tin roof, I thought it would be kind of a bummer to like nail in all these nails on every one of these ridges, but it actually is turning out even easier than it does when I use tin roofs, because with the tin roofs you have to get the screw set. So some people drill tiny holes in the tin and then put the screws in, or what I like to do is take my drill and then I palm the back of the drill really hard. That gives me an indentation, and that'll start the self-tapping screw into the tin. But I'm finding out that this is really easy to work with. I'm very happy with the way it's turning out so far. Now basically this roofing system, this roofing material is made of an asphalt. So I was kind of worried about that at first, but it doesn't have any like sand or anything like that on it like a normal asphalt shingle, and it has about a 25-year life expectancy, so I'm pretty happy with that. Very easy to work with so far. So what I'm doing right now is finishing this roof, and then I'll take you guys onto the back side as we continue on with this project and start the top roof. Alright guys, so something I want to touch on before we move up to the roof. I want to show you that I have bolts on all my headers, and then I also have hurricane straps on all of my joists. Okay, and that goes all the way down, and because there was some comments left before, so I want to make sure everyone's clear. That was not the finished product. On this first drop here, I did 2 headers, okay, and I joined them together with the bolts on the posts, on the 4x4 posts. Again, we have 2 headers, and then they're joined together with a bolt through the post, connecting everything up. Same thing there. Every joist now, or every header, has bolts running through it. Okay. So all the way around, and then on the back you can also see bolts, and then all of my hurricane straps on the back joists. Okay, now we're going to go up to the roof and we'll show you what's going on up there. And another thing, alright guys, and another thing I wanted to go over was at all of my seams and at every rafter there's 2 screws on every rafter, on every seam, all the way around. So last time when I showed you guys what I was doing, I wasn't finished. I was just trying to give an idea of how all that would look. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how we put these panels on. So let's get going. Alright, so now we're nailing in our first row of panels, and what I like to do is get the end started, and then I'll tie a string on one after I leave it up a little bit, and then that way I can get a straight line for my nails. And I know one thing you guys are probably asking is if you can stand on this stuff. You can stand on it, but it has to be, you have to stand in the area where the purlins are, or if you had a plywood surface underneath it, you could stand on it there. Now when you nail these in, you don't want to go too far. You want to you don't want to start pushing down the tops. You want to get them to where it's just snug. But you can easily tell when you have it driven down enough. So there's no problem there. So far I'm really enjoying the install of the panels. They're easy to work with. One thing for sure, like the advantages over like a tin roof would be cutting a piece of tin to fit, and cutting yourself on the tin. So there you can see, I just use that, line everything up, and then I'll have a nice straight line going across there, connecting to my purlins. Alright, so we'll get some more panels done and we'll check back in a second. Alright, now that I have most of the roof done, I'm going to be working on cutting out this part right here. I have to get this same board from down here and cut my slits for right there, and then get them stained and painted. And I'm trying to get that done today, and then finish up the rest of the roof. I have one more sheet to put on down this side after I put some bracing in there. So it's going very well. Here's my boards that I'm laying out right now. That's cut to fit. I'll use that as a template. This is where I start picking up scraps, using everything I can so there's hardly any waste on the job. And then let me show you something else. Alright, now we're on the side over here, and this was a lot thinner before. So a buddy of mine came up with this skid steer, and we carved out about 8 feet from the wall to the embankment here. And what I'm going to do is put in some 6-inch ties along this wall and along the back wall, and then I'm going to fill this full of our river rock, and then that'll give it plenty of room for the water to come off the roof, land in this area, and not flood into the area. And plus back here, we're going to move our butchering center, which will be our kettle and our table, and we'll put that up here out front, and then I might put some kind of a bench or something to sit on up here as well, so we can enjoy it, you know, as another little space. Now the one thing that we have that we got to do, so I'm going to do a video on how to move blackberry bushes, and hopefully you guys will find that informative. Now don't start doing it just yet, but I want you guys to think about it. Because this little panel right here we didn't stain or paint, because I'm actually going to take that panel off, and then we're going to put a plain piece of plywood there, and then we want you guys to, we're going to have a thing where we want you to name the kitchen. So start thinking about names that you would like for our outdoor kitchen. We just thought it would be kind of a fun way to interact you guys with the outdoor kitchen build. If you thought about the name, and then we picked a name out of the ones, we narrowed it down to maybe 4 or 5, maybe we'll do a vote on it, and then out of those 4 or 5 will come the name of the outdoor kitchen. So we thought that would be kind of cool. Let's see if working with the Ondura. This is the Ondura sheeting that they sent us. Ondura sent us the sheeting. They wanted us to use it. They knew we were in the process of building an outdoor kitchen. They got in touch with us, we got in touch with them, and they sent all the roofing materials needed for the project. And I'm going to do another video talking about it a little more in depth, but it's been very different. You know, I'm used to using tin, so there's a lot of differences in using the tin, and I'm going to go over that in the next video. But we want to say thank you to Ondura. Ondura is sold at Lowe's and at Menards if you have a Menard in your area. This is actually called the Midwest Green. This is a special green that they made just for Menards. So if you live in an area that has a Menards, you'd be able to get this same exact color, which we really like a lot. It matches all the other outbuildings as far as the tin goes on the roof. And again, we just want to say thank you to Ondura for shipping out all this material, and it has been very easy to work with. And just like anything, you know, I'm so used to using tin all the time, I was a little bit skeptical about the product, but it did work out so far. I mean, I only have one more row up here, and then I'll be done, and then I'll be building the roof on the shed for the wood storage in the back. So there'll be more going on there. We'll see more videos to come about the Ondura sheeting that they sent us. So a huge thank you to those guys. So I'm going to wrap it up right here. I'm going to get these panels up, get them stained, get them painted, get them put up with my flashing on, get this other side of the roof done, this last sheet of paneling here. I got to put some supports in there. Oh yeah, one more thing. All right, I want to show you guys this here. All I did was I took ridge caps and then I made my flashing with it. So that's worked out really well too. So I'll do a little more in-depth video on that, showing you how I did that. It works out really good. And so that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. I know it's a slow build process. I mean, I thought it'd be a lot faster myself as well. And then we'll be getting back to our regular scheduled programming. But hopefully you guys are liking the build, and think about the name of the outdoor kitchen, what we could name it. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next video.